think AFI incorporating electronic elements actually kind of led to Blaqk audio in a way, because that was when I personally was starting to do those things and learn how to program, and then that made me more confident in actually being like, hey, I want to do an actual project, and I knew that Dave did as well. So it was more that we weren't looking like for acceptance and like, I wonder if they'll be okay with this. Maybe we, it was more of just a natural process that we went there.
Yet still afraid to look.
It wasn't very surprising to us when we found that a large majority of the AFI fans who were already there upon hearing Blaqk audio were into it. We've found over the years that because AFI doesn't really fit anywhere in any sort of category, that it already takes an open-minded person to accept and enjoy it for what it is. And those people being of that ilk were more predisposed to like something that didn't sound exactly like what they had already come to know made by the same artists.
When you listen to Blaqk audio, I think it's pretty clear the stark, other than the unifying thread, which I think is his voice. It's electronic music. It's entirely electronic. Live, it's a lot different. I think the vibe of it is more like a hybrid between a rock show and a dance show, like an electronic music show. It's weird though, because we're looking at it from such a different perspective. A fan might be just like, this is Davey and Jade. This is like what they do. And to me, it's just their music. So
Blaqk audio is so different for us, and it provides us with an opportunity to express ourselves through dance music, which inspires a completely different mood and different form of expression for both of us than rock music does. And it gives us an opportunity to really enjoy that and explore that as fans of that genre of music and as artists. The sexual element that really is pervasive through the first two Blaqk audio records has in fact diminished on this latest record. By no means is a conscious effort. Lyrically speaking is where you're going to see those elements. Also, there is an inherent sexuality to some of the beats and some of the grooves, but lyrically speaking, it veered away from that just naturally. It is in the same way that it naturally went in that direction initially. I tend to write lyrically from a place that represents where I am at the time, and I wish it had been more sexual. I think it's more celebratory in that way, but it's a bit darker now with the most recent record, but that's not to say it couldn't go one direction or another the next record.
There's been a little crossover between AFI and Blaqk audio, just because sometimes we'll write something that just has a lot of electronic elements and be like, this could go either way. Let's make it this because it feels more this, or vice versa. And it bleeds a lot, and there's no real rules to it. It's not like this has to be this or this has to be that. So Love Like Winter is the most obvious example of that, but there's been a few other things.
I heard last night someone said that Story at 3 was being sold on eBay. I'm sorry, not Story at 3. Nothing Good Happens Past 3 is being sold on eBay on a cassette. I don't believe it though. I don't think anyone has that. I told the person not to buy it, that they were going to be had by me and my eBay site.